Hello and welcome to my review of Doctor Who Season 10 Episode 8, or 9, Episode 9, Empress of Mars. To start out, before I get into any spoilers, I'll just give a general review. This episode was, to me, it felt like filler. Kind of like, it's something we've seen before a lot in Doctor Who, just a monster of the week. So the basic, it's just one general premise, and that's Victorian era British soldiers in space on Mars and imperialism. There's not much else to the episode, so that's my non-spoiler review of it. From now on, spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, yeah, stop the video here, watch it, come back, however you want to do it, unless you like spoilers for some reason. But so this episode starts out with one of those very quick setup scenes. They're in NASA, which they had a horrible rendering the outside of NASA. It was awful. I can do better. Unless there was something wrong with my stream, like the streaming quality was extremely low and jumped up, right? You know, because it's a split second before it starts. But for me, seeing something like that, just like, what? I thought it was going to be part of some like weird little animation they were starting the episode with, but like an animation within the episode. But anyway, the whole setup scene, I don't get why they're doing a lot of those, especially in this one, because it was basically just saying, hey, we're giving you a reason why he's going to Mars. When for the Doctor, you don't need a reason for him to go anywhere. He's a Doctor. He does random things. And I don't know if the point was just to make the joke about them being aliens and stuff, or what. And I don't know why the Doctor was just there. Maybe he was there because he wanted to do a countdown, or because he knew something was interesting was going to be found. But I don't care for those. I'd rather him just show up and be getting into the action, because they could have cut out that scene, it seems like to me. And then we get into the episode, and you know, you come across, well, first off, Billy just falls down a hole, which it reminded me a lot of when Amy is stolen by the guys that live in the center of the earth, or however that was in that episode. But yeah, she falls down that hole, and Nardole goes to get stuff out of the TARDIS and then disappears, and we don't really get an explanation for why it disappeared at all. Maybe we will next episode, but as of right now, we just have to assume it was plot convenience. Because in a lot of these episodes, they just take the TARDIS out of the equation to simplify things. And then we have, let's see, there's an ice warrior that shows up, and then they kind of play with the idea of the British guy thought he was protecting the ice warrior from the Doctor or something like that. But see that the ice warrior was crashed on Earth, was brought back to these British guys who I don't know if we know where they were from, where they were at when they found him. Presumably they were off somewhere like India or something, you know, doing their whole colonialism thing, which is a really big topic of this episode, really, is colonialism. There's a big focus on it in the episode, and which it's going to be a topic that comes up politically, just the after effects of colonialism, and in the Americas especially, we hear about it a lot. But that was kind of the issue of the episode, and the characters never seemed all that compelling to me. One is just your standard douchey, overzealous captain that takes over power, and then the other one's, I don't know, I guess he, like, coward, and for some reason he's still in command. It doesn't make too much sense, but the characters never become all that interesting to me anyway. But in the end, it kind of just goes like a standard Doctor Who episode. Doctor comes, he finds these aliens, there's going to be a conflict, he tries to make peace, humans ruin that, and then someone makes a sacrifice and ends up getting that peace. It's kind of a formula that Doctor Who's done before, so, well, it was an episode, it wasn't painful to watch, but it was like, retreading the same footsteps. They've been down this road plenty of times before, and they must have just decided, heck, we'll just do another one of those episodes and, have that one out of the way, and we can move on to the next one. Hopefully the next one's good. It has something to do with Romans, and I don't know. So far this season has been a little bit underwhelming, given the amount of time that they had to write it and everything too. It hasn't been that original, but that's my opinion. And there's probably some people that love this episode. There seems to be this huge divide. Like, there's half the people that hate some episodes, and then the other half will love that episode or just think it's bleh. But it's an odd fandom where people are very opposite. But and I have a feeling this episode might appeal more to older viewers who were around with the classic series, because it's much more like a serialized Monster of the Week kind of episode, which is fine. I would just prefer to have something new and interesting about the Monster of the Week, and something compelling to get me interested in it, because this one was kind of just like watching and seeing it hit all the things that I thought it was going to hit on. It didn't have any surprises at all. So that's my review. Yeah, tell me what you think, and tune in for the next one. Thanks, guys.